Hello, 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 everyone. This is your girl Shanidra with Girl Get Up. Yes, indeedy. If you can see me clearly, I hope you can hear me. Now, I'm about to break it down. This is hopefully going to be a short message to help you and uplift you. So, as you are going through. So, cursed like the fig tree that bears no fruit. So, where did this come from? As you know, I tell you guys to get the revelation of every day so you will not be led astray and disobey the Almighty. Because we must do it God's way, Yahweh, so we don't have to hit the halfway. We don't want to do it Jonah's way. Want to pray and obey the Almighty, which Jonah did. But as you must know for sure, I know you want to know how the story goes. But I'm about to let you know. Cursed like the fig tree that bears no fruit. Now, if you want to be found, you cannot be bound by the sins that you are in. You must turn from your wicked ways and quit leading others astray because you want to continue to disobey and not pray and acknowledge the Almighty. Our whole purpose on this earth is to do it God's way, to live holy. That's it. It's common sense. We do not want to continue to be foolish and fools and disobey instead of pray to the Almighty. He told us, oh, you want to say, oh, I'm listening to my ancestors, and oh, did you want to give everything to everything else but God? You refuse to decide to obey God, and you wonder why you're cursed, or it seems like you're cursed. Because everything you say is rehearsed. Anyways, I know this is not the message that you may want to hear, but you better fear and hear what I have to say, because God, the Almighty, is not playing. He keeps saying that we must acknowledge Him in all of our ways. All of them. Not some of them, not part of them, not a little bit of them, but all of our ways. We must pray and obey. Obey the Almighty carefully. We have to do it His way, so we won't be led astray. If we continuously pray and obey, we will not be led astray. We will not be cursed. Now, as I break this down, as I told you guys, how to ride, you need to read the basic instructions before leaving Earth. Go beyond this cover so that you can discover, ask God to guide you through, so you can show yourself approved. How can you say that you obey and you pray to the Almighty, but you don't do what He tell you to do? He said, why do you call me Lord, Lord, and you don't do what I say? Do you really want to be cursed by the Almighty? Do you? Because you refuse to do it His way? You refuse to do it God's way, Yahweh. You want to continue to hit the highway. You wonder why you in these yucky places and everything is a mess. And you think you're doing your best. But everything around you is a mess. But you refuse to be blessed and continue to be stressed in your mess because you refuse to obey and pray to the Almighty. You refuse to do it His way. You want to continue to do it your way and the way you do it because this is how you do it and ain't nobody going to stop you. And okay. You fear them more than you fear Him? Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. You fear them more than you fear Him. No, ma'am. No, sir. What we not gonna do is confuse the two, honey. He already knows what you do, so don't get that confused. He know what you do. He see you. But you still gonna have to show yourself approved. So you gonna have to go through the word. If you haven't heard of the word of God, it's the word of God. The word was God. You're gonna have to decide on today whom you're gonna serve and pray and obey. See, the ancestors didn't listen. They didn't acknowledge Him in all their ways. They disobeyed. And they led us astray. You're going to have to read the whole thing. So you can quit blaming everything and everybody else and look at yourself. Now, as I break this down, see, I'm not trying to be on here for likes and all of this stuff. I must do what He say the way He tell me to say it. Period. Like He told Jeremiah. When He told me that I had to do these videos, I was scared. I was like, oh no, Lord, because I'm trying to make it up to heaven. I'm not trying to mess up. I'm still about. He said, didn't I give you that mouth, honey? I'm like, but I'm too young. I haven't, shut it up. I gave you that mouth. I'm gonna speak through you, honey. And what we must know for sure, that anything He says will go. Period. So, as you know for sure, you don't want to be cursed like the fig tree that bears no fruit. A lot of people will read that and they're like, oh, that's just because Yahweh was mad because He was hungry. And no, that fig tree didn't bear no fruit. You're supposed to tell us by the fruits, by our fruits. And if we're not bearing any good fruits, we don't bear any fruits, then we're going to have to check ourselves and stop looking at everybody else. God said, judge not, or ye too will be judged in the same way in which you judged. So while you looking at everybody else instead of yourself, you're going to be cursed because you're not bearing any fruits. Can't bear any fruits, any good fruits. You can't bear any good fruits doing bad and evil. God is not going to bless that mess. You're going to continue to be stressed in that mess. Yes. You trying to fake it till you make it. Is it working for you? Are you really happy? Don't you really want to be happy? Instead of mad and sad all the time? You cannot ever be calm. Because you always trying to figure out how to do it your way. Instead of seeking Yahweh, God's way, acknowledging Him. You want to go to them instead of Him. You rather sage and disobey and not pray to the Almighty. But then you want to blame. You want to blame God because you decided to lie and hide. You want to blame my father. You haven't acknowledged my father. You don't come to my father. You don't pray to my father. You don't pray to God. You want to decide to do it your way. But when your way ain't working, I don't know why God and no, you didn't acknowledge God before you got with him or them. You didn't acknowledge him at all. So now you're looking appalled, like, oh my gosh. That's what you decided to do. God didn't tell you that job, that was what you chose on your own. Now you sit here, oh God, please. And oh no, you don't believe in him. You don't want to do what he say. He said, why are you calling me Lord, Lord? And you don't do what I say. Why? Why are you calling me? You calling me Lord, Lord, but you don't do what I say? You don't do what I say? Honey, baby. I fear the Lord, honey. I am scared to do her. I'm always looking to see, like, what did I do, Lord? Honey, anytime, honey, every day, I am trying to figure out his way. Like, I am praying, like, if you can hear what I'm saying. Like, Lord, help me to see me. What did I mess up on? What did I do? Because I'm confused, honey. But anyway, like I say, we must do it his way. But you must acknowledge him. Him. God. You're going to have to decide on today whom you're going to serve and obey. In your actions. This is our actions. He said, why? He said, don't only be hearers of my words, but be doers. I'm so tired of everybody saying, oh, I listen to the word. Oh, I listen to the word on my way to work. And I listen and I listen. He said, don't only be hearers of my words, but be doers. Do it in your actions. We must do this in actions. That's the only way we can understand his plan. If you can hear what I'm saying. I know this is not what you want to hear, honey. But you need to fear for your life. You need to think twice. Don't get this confused, honey. Because there's nobody else that's going to be with you when he takes you. We're seeing every day somebody else is dying suddenly. They're suddenly gone. You want to know who you belong to before you suddenly are gone. So you're going to have to choose on today whom you're going to serve and pray and obey to. You're bearing no fruit. None. Absolutely none. At least Jonah got some act right. We can talk about Jonah all day long, but he got some act right. Period. He didn't want to continue to be in that yucky place. He realized, look, God see me. I can't hide. You can't hide from God. You're not hiding. He see you. He know everything about you, and he still loves you and wants you. He just waiting on you to choose. He already chose you. You're going to have to choose ye this day whom you're going to serve and pray and obey to. You keep worrying about them. I don't care about them. I don't care about none of these mere human beings on this earth. Only person I'm worried about, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm worried about what God has to say. Honey. I will apologize with the quickness. Look, honey. What? What do you want me to do, Lord? Was I wrong in this situation? I will do whatever you have me to do, Lord. I'm trying to fix it, honey. Nobody on this earth is perfect. Nobody. Nobody. He said, if any man say that they have never sinned, the truth does not lie in them. Period. So you acting out like you're not fooling him. You may be fooling them, but you're not fooling him. He see you. But yet and still, he still chose you. So don't get that confused. Don't let the enemy abuse and misuse you. Aren't you tired of him abusing and misusing you? Aren't you tired of the sin that you're in? You're going to have to begin today. You have to tell yourself today, I'm going to serve and pray and obey the Almighty. I'm going to do it His way. I'm going to acknowledge Him in all of my ways. All of them. I'm always, what else? What do you have? What? Because there's something that I have to change. I'm telling y'all every day. This attitude still needs some help, honey. Honey. He is still working on me, and he's going to continue to work on me. I'm going to continue to grow. Period. I'm going to continue to grow and do it His way. I'm not trying to make my process go any faster, however long it takes. I want to go through the full process. So once He gets done with this mess, honey, I will be blessed and not stressed. So, as you know for sure, if you want to glow, you need to go with the flow of God. Your fig tree is bearing no fruit. No fruit. You're not bearing no fruit. Nothing. You wonder why there's nothing. It's because of you. You're going to have to look at you so you can bear some fruit. Everybody want to talk about Yahweh was flipping over tables. Oh, did you see that in the word? Yes. You didn't hear what's happening? They was sinning in His Father's house. Then they try to y'all gonna have to read it because I'm gonna end up telling y'all too much. But the whole point is for y'all to know God for yourself. So you don't have to listen to anyone else, not even me. Honey, I don't even need y'all to listen to me because I'm still growing, okay? I am still growing in God. So you don't have to understand why and all of that. You just need to know God. You're going to have to decide on today. The whole point in anything that I do is to help you not be confused and to help you be used by God. That's the CEO of all of this. I work for God. Period. I don't know half the stuff I'm supposed to do until He tell me. Period. Period. Just like your boss, they got to tell you what that's my boss. Okay? That's my boss. So that's it. That is it. Obedience to Him instead of them. Quit worrying about them. They can't do nothing to you. He showed you. He showed you with Daniel, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, Joseph, Jeremiah. And God was with all of them. David. He showed you what He can do. Everything you need is already in you. He's going to lead you through. He said, acknowledge Him and allow Him to direct your path. So you can last. You don't know. You don't know this path. I didn't know. I was confused. I thought, oh, I need to follow this way. Everybody in my family went this way. So this is the way I need to go. No, he said, no, honey, I'm taking you on a whole nother route. How about that? Ain't nobody else going to know about the route that I have you on. Period. So all I can do is acknowledge him. There's nobody else I can really ask that has been on this path. I'm learning that I'm the blueprint of this path. So I'm trying to learn every lesson so I can get every blessing. But we have to decide on today that we're going to serve and pray and obey the Almighty and quit just saying these words. I get it. Okay, woo, yeah, it's catchy. Woo, woo, woo. It's not for the catchy. I'm not trying to make it catchy. I'm trying to catch your attention. I'm trying to get this in your head that you must obey. Don't just say it. Obey it in your actions. Don't only be hearers, but be doers. He don't care about you just listening to his word out on your way to work and on your way here and there. Who cares? Who cares? Okay, woo, you're listening to the word. That's a good start. But you're still falling apart. You're going to have to deal in order to heal. You're going to have to deal with yourself. Quit listening to everybody else. You're going to have to deal with you. Don't get it confused. That's why you're going to continue to be misused until you know you. You can't know you until you know him. Keep listening to them. They don't know nothing about you. You even say they don't know nothing about. They don't know me. So they don't know you. You don't know you. There was a time I didn't know myself, and I'm still learning who I am from the I am. Shanidra didn't know who she was. Anybody asked me, I'm like, I'm Shanidra. I have 2 kids, I didn't know. Didn't know nothing. But now I know something. Yeah, I know who I belong to. The Almighty, the King of Kings. Yes, I am proud to say I am his daughter. I am thankful and grateful to say that I belong to the Almighty. And I want to continue. Okay? So, I don't care. I don't care anywhere I am. People got the audacity to say to me, oh, you don't have to talk about God. You don't have to talk about your job all the time. I don't want to hear about that. Oh, my job did this and my job. Okay, my God did this. My father did this. My father, my father, my father. Now, do I need to break it down anymore? I'm going to continue to always, because you can't ask me nothing. I don't know nothing. Absolutely nothing. I am nothing without my father. I have no strength, no common sense, no nothing. I am nothing. I can't breathe. I can't see. I can't hear. I can't do nothing without my father. Period. And I'm sick of people saying, oh, yes, you can. Oh, and that girl, stop. Nothing. Because there wasn't nothing in all these 50,000 wrecks. There was nothing when I was supposed to get a blood transfusion that I never got. There was nothing that got the cancer away. Boom. Nothing but God. So again, I'm going to talk about my father. Just like you talk about your job and your friend and all these people that God sent to help you or whatever. Boom. Okay. And I'm going to talk about my father. Oh, well. Oh, well, honey. You can act funny, honey, all you want, honey. But I'm going to talk about my father. I didn't get this on my own, period. This took years. And I continue to fear my father. And it's not like, oh God, I'm just fearing out of respect. Like I have that much respect for my father. Like that's why I didn't even want to do these videos. I was so scared because I don't want to mess up. But he uses these as teachable moments. So we just have to be aware and care. We cannot continue to sin and think we are right within. In our sin, you will start seeing yourself. Everything. You won't blame everybody else. You'll start looking at yourself. I always look at myself. In any situation, now I look at myself. And back then, my friend, I was like, look at what they doing. Look at this guy. Look at him. And he was like, look at you. Don't get it confused. Look at you. I'm looking at you. You can't dictate their reaction. So when you get that in your mind all the time, you won't worry about it. Like, okay, I can't change your way, but I can change mine. I can change my reaction to you. That's what I was getting in trouble for, my reaction. He was going to get on them, but that's just like when we tell our kids, let me handle it. No, Mama, I got it. No, let me handle it. I got them. But, when they try to step over, now they in trouble. Because we told them to let us handle them. But they wanted to handle them on their own. Now we got to whoop some booty. Now we're going to have to get on them before we get to them. Now we have to get on our kids before we get to the person that hurt our kids. Because our kids wanted to put it in their own hands. Because they didn't understand the plan. If you hear what I'm saying, they didn't understand the plan. So that's the same way. Stop trying to put it in your own hands. I give everything to him. That's why I'm not stressed anymore. If it's out of my own, I don't get it. Okay, here, Lord. No, it's out of my hands. I can't do anything. So here, he said, cast all your cares and burdens unto him. That's why I'm not stressed. It's not that I don't have anything going on. It's just I know who this stuff belongs to. So there you go, Lord. I don't know what else to do. There you go. Help me, show me what I need to do. It's out of my hands. I don't understand what's going on, but I trust you, Lord. Here you go. I'm not about to stress about this, something that's out of my control. Now I'm gonna do my works. So at that time, I start fasting. And fasting, it could be food, it could be whatever it is, my friend. It could be Facebook, it could be whatever. Sugar, like anything with sugar in it, because sometimes God will put me on a fast of just drinking water. I eat food, but just water, no sugar, no nothing. And I'll start eating more fruits and all of that stuff to get the, sweetness, but that's it. So when these things happen, I'm really trying to hear God. I'm like, Lord, what is this? What did I do? I'm always looking at me like, what in the world did I do? He's like, don't get it confused. Because sometimes we just have to go through before we can get to the next level. So we have to go through stuff. It's dark when we're going through that tunnel. We don't see nobody else but it's just like us and God, and it's dark. We don't see how it's going to be until we get to the light at the end of the tunnel. And then when we see that bright light, we're like, yes, I'm getting out of this mess. Like, yes, I won't be stressed. I'm blessed. Yes. But you're going to have to give it all to God. Let go and let God. Let go. Let go of that control. You have no control over your life. It's not on you, honey. That's where I was confused. I'm like, oh, Lord, I'm by myself. Oh, Lord, it's all on me. I got to take care of these kids. And God was like, oh, let me know when you need some help. Let me know. And honey, I let him know real quick because it got real quick. I'm like, oh, Lord, help me, Lord. Help me. That's all he wants. He wants you to just ask for help. Acknowledge him. Stop acknowledging him. I was looking for jobs. I was doing everything. Blaming everybody. Like, they would watch the kids if they were this, if they were that. And God was like, what you gonna do? They're not gonna watch the kids. Now what? They're cutting off that. Now what? I'm like, but you told me to go here, over here, take this walk of faith. Now they're cutting off all the stuff. What do you want me to do? He said, don't get it confused, honey. Don't get it confused. Just like he delivered them when he delivered them from Egypt. They started complaining. Oh my God. But he was taking you out of bondage When he took because I had food stamps and all of that. And I was getting help with childcare. That stuff is high. So when they was taking all of that, when I told them that I wanted to start my own business and all, I'm excited. Like, this is what God has me to do. Like, yay, I'm about to start my business. Take this leap of faith. I'm just going to follow God. Honey, everything was shut down. No help, no childcare, no food, no food stamps or nothing. So it was like my refrigerator was parched, everything. Everything. Even the money was parched. All of it. So I'm like, okay, I can't get help with childcare. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'll just ask my mom and my family and all that to see if they can watch the kids. No, everybody's working, so they can't. So I'm like, Lord, am I on the right path? Like, is this really the one that's gonna make me last? Like, am I on the right path? And he was like, yes. Continue to acknowledge me. Thank you. Like when we in these situations, he just trying to get our attention so we can continue to acknowledge. Because I was acknowledging him, like, Lord, what do I do? What do I do now? Now they're saying that I'm not gonna get this. I'm not gonna get this. But he was getting me out of bondage. He was delivering me out of bondage. Do you understand his plan? Stop playing with him and hear what he is saying. He got me out of bondage. I don't need that. Honey, when your money looking funny, honey, you need to acknowledge him, not them. Let them take that little change, a little bit of stuff. Honey, I'm telling you. I am telling you. I could say this. I've lived this. This is not what has been embedded in my head. Honey, this is real. I'm really telling you my real life. Period. I have 2 kids. I'm a single mom. What? You cannot tell me nothing. And I have taken this walk of faith. 7 years. This has been 7 years. Thank you, Lord. 7 years. 6 of the 7 years I did not work. I have not worked a job in 6 of the 7 years I've been in business with 2 kids. They were babies. I had babies. I mean, they're still babies, but one is about to be a teenager now, but he's not yet. But he's about to be. He wasn't even, I think he was only like 4, almost 5. She was only 2 when I started. Neither one of them was in school. Neither one of them were school age. So, tell me if you can't see, honey. He took me out of bondage. But I didn't want to continue to complain about the same things. You have to choose on today that do you want to stop complaining about the same thing? Here we go again. Okay. Can you pray now so you can be found? Can you turn from your wicked ways so he can hear from heaven? That's it. That's all you got to do. Obedience to him. Not them, but him. That's when my life changed. That's when everything wasn't the same. I wasn't even blaming nobody else because I'm like, oh, I caused all this. Oh, me, my actions. It's your actions. Yours. Now, if you, what helped me was to see clearly was God. He renewed my mind, number one, because I couldn't change on my own. But I can see me. You won't even look at anybody else because you're trying to see what it is that you have to do. I don't care. I don't care what everybody else is doing. Lord, what did I do wrong? That's period. I'm trying to get the revelation. I'm trying to get whatever it is. Whatever it is that you have for me to see, honey. Whatever it is. I'm acknowledging him in all my ways. That's it. People say that I don't talk to people. You don't talk to nobody on the phone. Honey, I got to talk to my father real quick. Like, he the only one that understands me. I mean, all of it. He loves me unconditionally. I mean, I've never had this joy ever in my life. He's the one that sacrificed for my life. So, I mean, like, what else can I say? I'm going to talk to the Almighty. And I love it because so much I was having so many distractions that I wasn't hearing from him. That's why I kept listening to them instead of him. I'm not judging y'all because that was me. I'm telling you. I am telling you. So don't get it confused. Don't get it confused. This is my life. When I tell y'all this is my life because I believe in Christ. This is my life. This is not no indoctrination or, all this nonsense that they say. This is just my life. I can't tell you nothing else. I cannot explain. You can't explain nothing in my life. I'm living it, and I see miracles, signs, and wonders. And how is it a miracle? I must have went through something for a miracle to have to happen. I just trust God. That's it. And I just really let it go. Like, here, I don't know. I mean, this is so easy. Like, here, Lord, I don't know. I don't know. It's out of my control. I don't know. All these attacks is whack to me. Honey. I mean, like I tell you. Because just like Joseph had to go through his part season. I mean, everybody, we all have to go through, but at least we have God. Even when when I was getting help from them and not him, when they took me, I didn't have I lost everything. And I couldn't blame nobody but myself. But with God, you ain't even got to have no money, honey. Even when your money looking funny, honey, everything is paid. What? Everything. You're going to have to tell me. 1 minute parts, the next minute, So this is my life because I believe in Christ. I believe in Yahweh. I don't want y'all to continue to be led astray. I want y'all to start praying and obeying the Almighty and do it His way. I'm telling you, don't get it confused, honey. This joy that I have is not on my own. Like, peace that surpasses all understanding, I understand it now. Because now I'm found. Like, wow. Like, it surpassed my understanding. He said, lean not into thy own understanding. Because, honey, the way stuff be looking, honey, have you wanting to be booking? Like going on somewhere. You like, oh, heck no. But if you must stay through it, God will see you through it. Period. I'm telling you. Just continue to acknowledge. This is when I start fasting so I can last. Like, Lord, I'm really trying to hear you. What's going on, honey? You trying to get my attention? Okay, you got it. I hear you. I'm listening. That's when I'm really listening to him because I know he's trying to get my attention. I must be doing too much. I must be doing something. What is it? What is it, Father? What is it? And sometimes he's quiet. And I'm really like, oh, now you're watching me. Okay. Now I'm literally making sure that, I'm following his word carefully. I'm like, let me get into this word. Since he watching me, he always watching us. I'm just saying, I don't hear him. I'm just trying to make sure that, I'm on my P's and Q's. Just like when our parents don't say nothing, we're like, Mama, don't say nothing. We're like, what in the world? We're trying to call to see, honey. Same thing with my kids. I know what they be doing. And then all of a sudden, when I don't say nothing, they'll come looking like, Oh, I thought you was gone in the garage or something. No, I'm in here. Well, I called your name. But as you know for sure, I'm just trying to help you glow and go with the flow of God. So you're going to have to decide on today whom you're going to serve and pray and obey to. You bringing all these storms on everybody else's boat. Dang. They're going to have to kick you off the boat. Because you bringing all these storms on everybody. Because you want to, honey, you was chosen, honey. You're going to stand out without a shadow of a doubt, honey. I stand out. Don't want to, but that's what it is. So you're going to stand out. You're just going to have to figure it out. And you're going to have to learn today. You're going to have to serve today. The Almighty. You're going to have to obey and pray. You can't hide from him, honey. Jonah tried it. He tried it. But they had to throw him off the boat. He was causing that big old storm on their boat. Quit causing storms in everybody else's life. Because you refuse to do it Christ and live Christ-like. You need to read John the 1st chapter so you can understand. You have to understand. The word was God. John the 1st chapter. Read it, all of it. Not some of it, not part, all of it. The word became flesh. That's why we have to be blessed and not stressed and believe in the Son of God. Once you know who the Son of God is. But anyways, we must pray and obey the Almighty. We must do it God's way, Yahweh, so we don't have to hit the highway. Quit bringing all these storms in everybody else's life because you don't want to follow Christ. Period. And they're going to have to throw you off the boat. You can't hide from him, honey. He see you. He see you. He see you. Like you can't hide. So you have to decide. He see you. He know all about you. Everything. Everything. All of it. So come to grips with that. He already know what I'm doing. And he still wants you. He still wants you. He's going to use you. That's why people are like, oh, Shanitra, you don't know. I've been through a lot. I've done a lot. God ain't going, girl. But I like what you, girl. You can get to more people than me. Dang. You can really reach some girls if they see you change and not be the same. Oh my gosh. Do you not know how God can use you? Don't get this confused. He can use you. Honey, you'll be able to get through to more girls, more men and women than I ever can. All you got to do is understand his plan. Acknowledge him. Lean not into your own understanding, but acknowledge him. Allow him to direct your path so you can last. But you can get through to, he know what you do. Hey, he still wants you. He wants you. Honey, he's going to change you. You can't change yourself. Quit listening to everybody. Oh, I got to change. I talk to God when I fix my ways. I don't want him. He already know. This ain't your mama and your real daddy. This is God. You can't lie to God. You can't hide from God. Like what? What the mess? You gonna continue to be stressed instead of believe he see all your mess? But he still wants you. Don't get that part confused. He wants you. He wants you. He loves you. I've never received this type of love in my life. Never. Ever in life. Like unconditional, without any conditions. Like this is the best love you could ever experience in your life. Like I'm trying to, not, cry in front of you guys because he is all that and then some. Like, God is really what it is. Like, he is my best. He is my everything. Like, he is everything to me. Like, literally. So I just want you guys to know on today, like, he is everything. Everything. The love that you are seeking from them, you're not gonna get, honey. He'll fix it, but you're not gonna get that type of love. The only love you need is from the Almighty. All the love you need comes from Him. Like, He is what it is. Like, I even tell my kids, like, you need to. I mean, they're gonna have to feel this real love, like, for themselves. Like, you're not gonna even get it from me. Mama trying to get healed. Like, I can love you, but they're gonna have to get that love from God. Like, I'm telling you, like, that's the best love you can ever feel. Cause it's real. Like, if you're looking for some real love, that is the best. All your flaws, all of them. He knows all of this and he still love you and want you. He wants you. Mm. I know you feel ashamed because I was like, Lord, you still want me after all I've done? I'm so sorry, Lord, and all of this, but he still wants you. He still loves you. He still wants to use you. You can really touch a lot of lives once you change and give your life to Christ. You can change a lot of lives, like a lot. Way more than Shanita could ever, period. Just from you changing. Because once they see you change, oh my, and you ain't the same, oh my goodness. They're gonna really be listening. Oh my gosh, I want to know how she did. They're gonna be looking at you. Like, for real. That's why I don't listen to what y'all say when y'all, oh Shanita, you don't know. See, I've done a lot now. Okay. But when you start serving and praying and obeying the Almighty, honey, do you hear me? He will change you. Don't get it confused. You can't change. You will always be the same if you think you can change. You can't change you because he got to renew that mind. He got to do all types of stuff. He gonna make you deal in order to heal. You gonna have to deal with a lot of stuff. He had to pull a lot of stuff out of me. I was in isolation. I had to go through all, and I'm still going through it. So don't think that I'm still. He's still pulling stuff out. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was in there. Like, you know, still pulling stuff out. So you know, so I can be whole again. So that's all I have to tell you guys on today. We must serve and pray and obey the Almighty. We must do it God's way, Yahweh, so we don't have to hit the highway. So that's all I have to say on today. Don't be cursed like the fig tree that bear no fruit. You want to bear some fruit. You want to show yourself approved. You want to go through the pearly gates of heaven, that narrow. Everybody's not going to make it through, like he said. And that's the time when he say it. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and you don't do what I say? We must start doing what he say. We must start doing it Yahweh. We must start doing this in our actions. He said, don't only be hearers of my words, but be doers. We got to do this. I do this in real life. I get it. Obedience to him, not them. They can take whatever. I don't even care about material stuff. Care about none of this. Long as I have this, long as I have God, I'm straight. I am straight. This material stuff means nothing. Can't take that with you anyway. I'm just trying to get with him, honey. Don't care about who acting funny, honey. I'm trying to get with him. I don't care about them. That's it. So, this material stuff, I only care about God. Like, this material stuff is, oh my gosh, look at I'm thankful. I'm grateful. But as long as I have God, I'm straight. I'm literally straight. Literally. So I'm happy and thankful for whatever God decides to bless me with, but I'm not stuck on material stuff. So, uh, that's all I have to say on today. Girl, get up. It's time to get up. It's time to rise up. Girl, boy, get up.